Hey there, I'm Lance, and this is Hard to Master. And in these videos, I'm going to be showing you everything that comes in the Wave 1 shipment of Solomon Kane. This is from Mythic Games, and this is fulfilling to those who've backed it. Like I said, I'm going to show you everything that comes in the Wave 1 package. So this is not everything that comes in the all-in pledge of Solomon Kane, just what they are shipping out at this time. And so as you can see, I've got the main game right here. I've got the Arsenal box right here. I've got the Right Hand of Doom right here. And then I also have, I can't fit everything on frame here, I've got the art book right here with all the artwork in it, as well as some of the fantastic artwork that is in this game. I know there's a glare there, sorry about that guys, but I'm going to show you everything that comes in this game. And so I'm going to split this video up into several parts because it's going to be quite lengthy, and so you'll want to make sure to check out every single part of this video series. Right now we're going to get right into it, so join me at the table. Okay, so in this part of the video, I'm going to unbox the main box here. I know there is a glare here, and that's because I still have the plastic on this. I'm going to go ahead and take that off now. And this is a massive box. It is very heavy. I think everything that was shipped to me, FedEx said it was 37 pounds, I think. And most of that comes from this one box right here. So there you can see the front cover of the box, the artwork that we've got going on here. A game by Jake Thornton. This is Mythic Games, by the way. And this little icon right here says based on the stories by R.E. Howard. So if you're not familiar with Solomon Kane, that is a short series of stories by R.E. Howard, who is the author of such things as Conan the Barbarian, as well as Solomon Kane. And so let me show you what's on the back here. It says, a game by Jake Thornton. In Solomon Kane, players take on the roles of the four cardinal virtues: courage, justice, prudence, and temperance. These immortal beings strive to lead mortals down the path of goodness. Each is a stalwart and implacable foe of the evil that lurks in the darkness. The players, as virtues, must act together to aid the mortal hero Solomon Kane in his fight against the darkness. This is the fearless opponent who tries to thwart our hero at every turn, and who must be overcome by the players if Solomon Kane is to emerge victorious. But why would the virtues care about Solomon Kane? Surely there are many mortals they could aid. The answer is simple. None share his boundless faith and determination to fight the darkness, whatever the odds or the cost. 1 to 5 players, ages 18 and up, 2 to 3 hours per act. And there you can see all the components, and it is quite a lengthy list here. So, as you could have picked up from that, this is a classic good versus evil theme going on here. And let's go ahead and open it up, see what we can find here. All right, so the very first thing is a quick start guide, and this is looks to be a 3-page pamphlet here to help you to understand how to go ahead and get right into the game. And then we have our rule book, and our rule book is pretty lengthy. We'll have to go through this and see just how easy it is to learn this. We've got tons of miniatures in this game, and the core rules and such and such. So this is 55 pages long. I'm obviously not going to flip through all of that. And I think this is probably on BGG somewhere, maybe the Kickstarter campaign. If you really want to go and look at this, I would encourage you to do so. There's one of the virtues, I believe. This game has amazing art, by the way, and we will look at that in one of the videos here after a bit. And here we have Rattle of Bones Storybook. So this is one of the campaigns, and this is actually, oh my goodness, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different books here. Spiral bound books. And I will open that up here in just a minute and let you guys take a look at all those books. But here we have our tiles. And so we've got a huge stack of tiles here. Let me open that up. All right, so here we go. We've got some tiles. And I think a lot of these are going to look very similar. And so I'm not going to show you every single one of these, but just know that we've got probably, it looks to be about maybe 15 double-sided tiles here. So lots of replayability as far as the modular maps will go and setting up the different scenarios in the course of this game. It is a huge campaign, by the way, if you don't know what this game is all about. You can play a one-off type of single play, I believe, but the large part of what you're going to be doing in this game is the campaign and working through the story, the different acts, and the choices that you make are going to determine the path that you take throughout the course of this game. So not every playthrough is going to be the same. And it looks like we've got some plastic tokens here. And I think these are maybe some coins. These are plastic. You can't pick up on that by the sound and the way they look. And I'm not sure what those are. I've got a crown on that. And so there we go. Let's see what else we can find in here. Looks like we've got maybe a first player token there that looks like a compass. Has the cardinal directions there. We've got some dice. Now these are going to be our fate dice, I believe, that are going to tell us the actions that we can take on our turns. And looks like maybe we have about 18 of these dice. And these are etched custom dice. We've got a cross on one side, a ring, a heart, a circle, and I'm not sure what that is. We got 2 crosses, so there you go. Some custom dice that all fit right here in this little tray. Fit perfectly right there. We've got 3 green dice, or cubes maybe, and we've got 3 white dice or cubes. So there you go. And then we've got a lot of cards over here. Now I'm not going to go through the cards because that's obviously going to be spoilers, and I don't want to spoil that, but just know you've got your darkness cards, and you've got some event cards, you've got more darkness cards, and that was in this little well right here, or maybe it was in this well actually, I think. And there's a tray right here. Not sure what that is for. We're gonna put that back in there though. And over here, we have fight effect cards. We've got just some item cards, it looks like, fight effect, virtue cards. And again, you play as the virtues in this game. You don't actually play as Solomon Kane. Looks like all of these wells have these plastic trays that sit in here. So there you go. And what do we got here? The Blue Flame of Vengeance. So that's one of the stories that you're going to be working through. Some discovery cards, the Haunted Mansion. Looks like I should probably flip these over this way. And you can see Death's Black Riders, Act 2, L'Ogre, the Beast of Bordeaux, Witchfinder General, Haunted Mountain, and the player aids. So we do have some player aids in here. And we'll put those back in the box. The Rattle of Bones, Blue Flame of Vengeance, Act 1, and more player aids. So I'm going to set those off to the side. Blue Flame of Vengeance, Act 3. Skulls in the Stars, Act 1. Skulls in the Stars, Act 2. Death's Black Riders, Act 1. So you can see that there are a ton of cards in this game, and this is just the base box. There are expansions to this, so there's tons and tons of content to play through in just the base game here, let alone some of these expansions. And in this first wave, we have one of the expansions. We've got the Right Hand of Doom expansion, so you'll be able to see what's in that. So here's 3 of our player aids right here. I don't know if that's showing up on the camera or not, but you can see here Virtue's turn and how that works. It even tells you where in the rule book that you're going to go to find that. And then the Darkness turn is listed here. And then if there's a player playing as the Darkness, they're going to follow this. So that's how that is. And then you've got a player aid on the back here as how to do the tests, calculating a test, and then some of the keywords that you're going to find throughout the course of the game and what all those words mean. So it looks to be a very handy player aid. Nice and concise there. We're going to stick that back in. And now let me show you these storybooks without giving any spoilers away. All right, so we've got the Rattle of Bones storybook, and again, I'm not going to give you any spoilers here. I'm just going to show you what's here at the front of the books. This is obviously based on Robert E. Howard, Act 1 of 1. You can see how many chapters there are in this. And this is the first part here, the miniatures that you would need, the tiles that you're going to be using, and the different cards that you will play with in this first act. And you can work through the rest of these acts just like a campaign. And we've also got Witchfinder General Storybook. This is another story that you're going to be working through, Act 1 of 1. And it does also tell you here on the side, using this storybook, the chapter sections and what happens when you conclude this. And there you go. That's what the first one's going to look like for you. We've got Skulls in the Stars. Now this is a very thick one, probably about twice the size of the ones that I've already shown you. Look at that bad guy there on the front. Act 1 of 2, so this is only the first half of this. So this is a very large story that you're going to be working through on this one. And you can take a look at the first 1A story here as to what that's going to look like. Then we've got the ogre that you're going to be fighting against at some point in this one. There you go. And so you can see that there are a ton of miniatures that you are going to be using in just about every storyline here. We've got the Haunted Mountain storybook. Beautiful artwork on the cover there of this one. And what you'll be working through on as you start this one out. And another thick one here. We've got Death's Black Riders. Look how menacing that looks. Man. And this is Act 1 of 2. So you got 2 acts here. And lots of miniatures again. So you are going to have a ton of stuff to play through in this game. We're not done yet. We've still got the Beast of Bordeaux. So you can see the wolf there in the smoke in the background. And what you're going to start off with here with the Beast of Bordeaux. And so you can see you've got choices that you're going to make here. And one more. And guys, this is the biggest one in the whole stack here. The Blue Flame of Vengeance. Look at that beautiful artwork there on the cover there. Look how many pages there are to this. I mean, good grief. I'm going to be playing this for years. Act 1 of 3. So there you go. My goodness. So much content here, guys. So there we go. And that is everything that you are going to find in the base box, the main game. Now, obviously, we didn't look at any of the miniatures. I'm going to do that in the next video, so stick around for that, and we will see you there. So, I'm Lance. This is Hard to Master, which is where we cover heavier games, and obviously, as you can tell, this is a pretty dense game, and we help you guys learn how you can master it. This is also part of our Love to Hate channel, in which we cover games that work well with non-gamers. And so when a non-gamer asks to play a game, we help you find the right one. I'm Lance, and we'll catch you next time.